How's it going, everyone? This is Pristine Paper back for my second YouTube video. Now, it's been a year since I made one. The last video I made was my top pickups of 2023. As you know, by clicking on this video, this is my top pickups of 2024. I've still been very active in the hobby and very active on Instagram. I just making YouTube videos has kind of escaped me this year, and I really hope to maybe get into that in 2025. Additionally, as you can probably tell, I'm a little sick right now. I have laryngitis and bronchitis, so my voice may sound a little raspy, but I still really wanted to make this video and get it up before the new year. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and just wanted to talk to you guys and show you guys what I got. So to start things off, I have some honorable mentions over here on the left-hand side, and this is my top 10. These guys over here don't really have any specific order, and these guys are in a particular order. In the background, you can see I have some things. This starting lineup figure you probably saw in my previous video. I got that for Christmas last year. This piece right here is pretty sweet. This actually, it's not a card, of course, so I'm going to start with the non-cards. This is a piece of the floor from Wilt's 100-point game in 1962 in Hershey Park. It was a game on March 2nd, 1962. The pretty high-scoring game, 160 out of 147. I mean, that's kind of going to happen when your player scores 100 points himself. And yeah, it authenticates this right here. So I learned about this piece actually from the Wax Museum podcast. So you probably have seen them online. He's very, very active on YouTube and Instagram, and a great wealth of knowledge for the hobby. So I really got to give a shout out to the Wax Museum podcast on that. I actually only got this for $20, believe it or not. And it's a pretty good deal, I would say, for a piece of history. Secondly, back here, you can probably see it's taking up quite a bit of space. It's actually a cut autograph. Not going to be able to really see the PSA label, but it's of Rick Rubin, who, if you might not know, is a music producer, very legendary music producer. He's produced some of the most famous albums in the world. He's worked with plenty of artists such as like Jay-Z, Nirvana, Foo Fighters, all those kinds of cool guys. So I got this for pretty cheap as well. It's a piece of a cut page from one of his from his autobiography, I believe. So it's pretty cool, pretty cheap, as I said, and it's just a cool display piece to have up on the shelf. Additionally, I just got this pop from my mom on Christmas. It's a Celtics Santa, so it's kind of cool. Nice to throw up on the shelf. I have a couple other Celtics pops, a couple Tatums, so those look good together. But let's get into the cards now. I kind of wanted to get through that stuff pretty quickly because, you know, that's not what you're here for. So let me move this stack to the side real quick. Okay. Oop, bumped the camera already. Okay. So this first one I just want to get out of the way. Oh, grab two of them. I want to get this out of the way because I've talked about this card pretty extensively. I was actually interviewed on the Wax Museum podcast, and we talked about this card. But this is actually a 2016-17 Panini Grand Reserve base card of Isaiah Thomas. However, I went to an in-person autograph signing and had this signed by Isaiah Thomas. Let me get the lighting a little better over here. There we go. And I had it inscribed, of course, King of the Fourth, which is his nickname. When he was on the Celtics and during that MVP season, that was what he was known for. He was known for taking over in the fourth quarter and just absolutely killing teams. So had to get that nickname on there. And the overall experience was amazing. Great guy, super nice, gave him a hug. So yeah, that's just as an honorable mention. I don't count it as a pickup because technically I've altered the card with an autograph. So, and if I had to do it like that, the Grand Reserve, it's just a base card. So that's just an honorable mention that I'd like to show you guys. Number 2 on this honorable mention list is a card I just got in and posted on my Instagram. This is a 2015-16 Panini Gold Standard white gold of Hakeem Olajuwon Prime to 25. Super sweet card. As you can see, it's just dancing all in the light. And this patch is absolutely filthy. It's a piece of the chest plate, the nameplate on the front of Rockets. It's a piece of the R, as you can see, as the tail is kind of going down. I've always wanted a Hakeem card. He's one of the best players in NBA history, probably, in my mind, on the cusp of top 10. Just to show you, just proves how good he was. He was the best player when Michael Jordan was playing. When Michael Jordan retired, he won both the MVPs and both the championships. So this guy was super dominant. And I guess it also kind of shows how Michael just took away a lot of opportunities to players in this era. So got this one, super sweet. I love it. Now, number 3, honorable mention, I got from all these ones I've mentioned so far, I got on eBay. This one right here, I got through a deal on Instagram. One of my good hobby friends, I like to say, we chat quite often. But this is from 2021-22 Immaculate. It's Al Horford, and it's a gold 10. It's a piece of the Vistaprint logo sponsor patch that the teams wear. So it's pretty cool. I've never really seen these unless it's in like another type of set. And I got this from a user on Instagram named Caleb M2034. Super nice guy. I've got a ton of cards from him. He lives in the same region of the United States as me, so they always come pretty quick. So shout out to Caleb, big Raiders fan, Pirates fan, and Celtics fan. So I love this one. Al Horford's just one of my favorite Celtics of all time. Just the longevity that he's proven to have in this league is amazing. So this is definitely one of my honorable mentions. I love this card. Thanks again, Caleb. Now, the 4th card is another Instagram deal. This one's from Perns Cards, another good friend of mine. We chat almost every day on Instagram. So right here, this is actually a 2014 Panini Flawless of Larry Fitzgerald, and it's the jumbo patch. If I do remember correctly, I'm not sure what the exact set name is, but this card is amazing. If you can tell, it's a piece of the 11. It's just upside down. Oh, he's slipping out of the card there. I love Larry Fitzgerald. He is the second best receiver all time, in my opinion. The quarterbacks he played with were just abysmal, besides Carson Palmer and Kurt Warner. He had not a lot of talent at the position for him to get the ball. However, he finished second all-time receiving yards, numerous NFL records, and definitely the best Cardinal of all time. Has a ton of the Cardinal team records. So to have this prime patch in my collection of a player I really like, and I like him off the field as well. Big traveler. He's an analyst on some programs, so it's good to see him still around here and there. So I really like this one. It's an honorable mention. Last one here. And again, that was from Pern's Cards on Instagram, so shout out to Pern. So the 5th honorable mention, excuse me, I'm a little brain fog right now. 5th honorable mention, this is an eBay deal I got. It is what year is this guy? 2003 Upper Deck City All-Stars of Boston, the Boston guys. Pedro, Tom Brady, and Paul Pierce, Boston/Foxborough, excuse me. And I love this card. The main reason I bought this one in particular is that it's the first off the pressing. It's the first one of 250. Pretty amazing. That's a pretty high numbering to get. So get the number 1 off the presses is kind of cool. Obviously, these guys are legends in Boston. World Series, Super Bowl, NBA championship, obviously multiple Super Bowls. And it's just great to have them all in one card. They're all game worn, so it's just amazing to have this in my PC. I remember just watching these guys growing up and really looked up to them, I guess, as role models, especially Tom Brady. So that is the 5th honorable mention. Sorry, there's a friggin' dog barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I live right outside of a Dunkin' Donuts. No joke, legit right outside. I'll try to input a photo in here to show you. And the drive-through goes through right under this window in my office. And I work from home. There's a dog that comes through every day for his friggin' munchkins and barks his head off. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, so Sorry for that. Let's get into the top 10. Small little rant there. So yeah, top 10, all purchases. None of these are gifts. So my top 10 pickups. And I just want to start off by saying I'm super fortunate to be in this position to pick up some of these cards. I've been collecting heavily back in this hobby for about going on 5 years now. Definitely had to build up to this kind of collection and work my way to these cards. So I just wanted to preface that. So let's get into it. So the first one, I should say number 10 on my list. I gotta throw this one in here just because I'm going for the prime. I'm going for the full set. This is the 2022-23 Panini Noir Game Night Jerseys Prime of Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's number 2 at 25. So I got this one actually through an Instagram deal as well. A collector from New Zealand. His username on Instagram is Cardboard Collector 21. So shout out to him. He has an amazing collection, and I got this one from him because like I said previously, I'm actually going for this whole set, and I have 15 out of the 20 right now. Actually, I have 16, but one of them is overseas, being held by my friend right now. So shout out to Alessandro. But like I said, I have 16 of the 20. And this is definitely one of the top 3 hardest ones to get. It would be the Giannis, the LeBron, and the Kawhi. Simply because the Kawhi is numbered to 5, and it's a game-worn piece of a finals jersey, as well as the LeBron. But this one was worn in the game on October 23rd, 2021. And it's just amazing to see the game date on here. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of patches and game-worn memorabilia. So to kind of have this set is just the just cream of the crop for me. Absolutely love it. And to have this Giannis is just amazing. So I thought this would be perfect to represent that at number 10. And I love the patch. I think it's a piece of the O from his nameplate on the back of the jersey. Who knows? His name is so long. But anyway, that's number 10, Giannis. And now number 9. This was a eBay buy. It's a dual patch of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. So this is from 2014-15 Panini Gold Standard, and this is the Golden Pairs set, the Prime to 25. And this card is just beautiful, as you can see. I love this set. The subset in Gold Standard, the Golden Pairs set is amazing, all game worn, and usually it's 2 duos that are very well known. Such as Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. As I mentioned, I kind of grew up in the 2010s era of the NBA. So this Thunder team was definitely one of the teams that I would pay attention to the most. Kevin Durant and Russ were just like an amazing duo. I love their highlights. I actually saw them play one time with Alessandro. They played the friend from Europe I just mentioned. Went to a Celtics Thunder game. We saw Russ and we saw KD play. We got creamed. We got annihilated. But it was amazing just to see these 2 legends on the court. And that was actually my first NBA game as well as Alessandro's. So cool memory to have. That kind of is attached to this card. But also just the whole history between these 2 players itself. When KD left to go to the Warriors and their whole beef. And they had a few little scuffles on the court. And I wouldn't say scuffles. I'd say just a little back and forth on the court. So just to have this one is really special to me, and I love it. So this is number 9 on my list right here. Okay, let's go to number 10. This is another eBay deal right here. Another patch. This one is really special. I think it's amazing. You don't see them often. This is from 2017-18 Panini Immaculate. It's the red foil, the 2025, and of Anthony Davis. And as you can see, this is a piece of the logo, the Pelicans logo. I photo matched this jersey to this patch, and there was a little patch on the top right, I want to say, of a star with the Pelican logo in it. So that's what this is right here, and it's just an amazing card. Obviously game worn. Anthony Davis will probably go down as a top 30 player all time if he continues on this trajectory, maybe gets a couple more rings. But he's an amazing player, and I love that he's in the Pelicans jersey as well. I'm not as a huge a fan of the Lakers AD, but the Pelicans AD was amazing, and to have the logo to represent that, and also the red jersey with the red foil kind of just looks nice to me. So yeah, this is an amazing card in my opinion. This is number 8 on my list. Now, number 7, let me just do this. This is another eBay deal. Another patch, different sport, however. I gotta take this tape off. One moment, please. I put this tape on when I move these cards in and out of my secured box off-site. This is a 2023 Topps. I forget what set this is. Topps Tier 1 of Shohei Ohtani. Dual patch, game used, number to 25. Just Ohtani. It's Ohtani. You know, probably the best player of the last 10 years, you know. He's just transcending the game. He's got multiple rings, won the World Series, the World Baseball Classic and the World Series. Multiple MVP, multiple time MVP, and I like that he's in the Angels uniform just because that's kind of like, obviously the team he started with, and I personally like that more than the Dodgers. Got a personal thing against them since they took Mookie from us, but we won't talk about that too much. But yeah, just to have this Shohei, these do not come up often. He does not have a lot of prime pieces like this, and I like how it's a piece. It's like I want to say this is of the neckline, and this is obviously a piece of the chest plate. Have this is just like a piece of history in my mind. He's gonna go down as one of the best players of all time. So to have this in my collection is just another amazing piece to talk about. And that was number 7. Number 6. Another patch, another eBay deal. So this one right here is a 2004 Fleer Authentics, Jersey Authentics patch to 15 of Carmelo Anthony in a PSA 8 holder. Just look at the patch. I mean, it's an amazing patch. Team logo. I want to say this is from the tag on the jersey, and it's game worn, of course. I haven't really broke the seal. An amazing card, Carmelo. I always wanted a patch of Carmelo, or just a card of Carmelo to represent him in my collection, and this one is perfect for that. Game worn logo of the team that drafted him. I have more memories of him on the Knicks, but I feel like this era of Carmelo was more popular, especially since he went to the Western Conference Finals with them and just had a great run. So I love this card. This one's not going to leave my PC, and none of the ones I've mentioned are ever going to leave my PC. So this is number 6 in my top 10 pickups. Now, to get to the top 5, I haven't really talked about a lot of Boston cards in my top 10. Actually, got none of them. So that's kind of where they all are right here in my top 5. They mean the most to me just because that's where I'm from. It's the teams I grew up watching, and just who I am as a person. So this one right here, another eBay deal. This is a really sweet patch of Rondo. This is coming out of 2013-14 Panini Timeless Treasures, and this is the every player, every game subset. And this is the prime version, number to 5, and it's a piece of the nameplate on the back of the jersey. This is the RO in Rondo. It's just an amazing card. Probably the biggest patch window that I have in my collection, and it's just stunning. I mean, I love it. It's got the green foil around the edge. I have another card within this set. I have the Blake Griffin, and it's actually numbered to 3, so they're very short printed and really hard to come by. I got this one for a great deal, and I didn't really have any Rondo in my PC, and as a Celtics fan, I kind of have to do that. So this is perfect to represent that. And this is number 5. Now, number 4. This is an Instagram deal. The next few are. This one's actually from my good buddy on Instagram at Big Knox Cars After Dark. You guys may know them if you're of age. So this card right here is from Topps Dynasty. what year is it? 2018 Topps Dynasty Dustin Pedroia patch to 5, or patch auto to 5. And it is just a stunning card, as you can see, kind of catching the light there. The auto is very sharp, and this patch is very sticks out very much in my mind because this is the Centennial Fenway Park patch, the 100 years of Fenway back in 2012, when it was the anniversary of Fenway's construction. So really sweet. I remember the Sox wearing those patches, and I think I had a hat with this patch on it. So to have this one in my collection, it's never gonna leave, of course. And I just have a lot of good memories of watching this era of the Sox with my family. My sister's favorite player was Pedroia, so this is pretty sweet to have in my collection. Thanks again. Shout out to Big Knox Cards After Dark on Instagram. So thank you. All right, this next one, number 3. Actually, this is the last Instagram deal I'm going to talk about. This one is from a very good friend. I'd like to say. His Instagram's at @little_victories_sports_cards. So Little Victories Sports Cards. He also got a pretty popular YouTube channel called Little Victories, or LV. So I got this one from him. It was in one of his videos, and I just knew I had to have it and make a deal. This is actually the 2016-17 Panini Donruss Gold Press Proof rated rookie of Jaylen Brown. So just a super amazing card to have in my collection as a Celtics fan. I watched Jaylen Brown get drafted. He won Finals MVP this year. And I just thought, these don't pop up ever. And he got a great deal for it. And I think I got a great deal for it. So we both ended up happy with it. And funny enough, I found out on the previous sales on eBay, this card was graded a 9.5 in a BGS holder. And somebody cracked it. It wasn't LV. He got it just like this with the label in the back of the card. But can you imagine somebody cracked this and out of a 9.5 to cross over, and they messed it up, of course, when they cracked it. But it's just a cool story to have that along there. I like to think it's a 9.5 still. But yeah, shout out to LV. Great person. Gave me this for a great deal. So yes, this is my number 3 pickup of the year. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Number 2. Instagram deal. Now, as you can see, I mentioned Tatum before. I haven't mentioned any Tatum cards yet. The last 2 I will spoil are Tatum. So here we go. This is the 2022-23 Panini Photogenic Shoe Game of Jason Tatum. I absolutely love this case hit, or whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure it's a case hit. I saw when these were in the first year of Photogenic. Tatum, unfortunately, was not in the set, so I was kind of bummed. And when I saw he was in the second year of this set, of the Photogenic set, I'm like, geez, I have to grab one of these. Paid up for it on eBay from China. Had to wait a while for it to get over here, but I'm just super glad to have it. It's a great card. It presents amazing. I did some research on all these shoes. They're all player exclusives, so you can't get them at Dick's Sporting Goods, of course. Just a really sweet card. I wish it was the previous year design, because they had 3 and 3 of the shoes on each side, so 6 shoes total. But I like this one. It kind of has the outline of the court. So yeah, this is my number 2 pickup. I love it. Number 1, I already spoiled it because it's a Tatum, and it's an eBay pickup. Got this also from China. Boom. My top pickup of the year, in my opinion. Panini Immaculate Collection 2022-23 Remarkable Jerseys Prime to 5 of Jason Tatum. And if you can tell, it's actually the letter A from his nameplate on his jersey. Pretty amazing card. As I mentioned many times on Instagram, and I mentioned in my previous video, Jason Tatum is my top PC player just because we're the same age. I met him his rookie year, and it's just amazing to see his personal growth both on and off the court over the years, as well as kind of comparing to my personal growth, just because, like I mentioned, we're the same age, and we met both when we were like really young, and I just kind of like to see it like that, like lined up like that, I guess, and for lack of better words. But this is an amazing card to 5. This one came up for auction like 3 times, and I lost out on it two of the times. Some shady stuff happening, I think, with who was it? Tull Card World or somebody. One of those Chinese sellers that we all know are kind of shady. But I got it on the 3rd go around for a pretty good deal. So yeah, this is definitely my number 1 pickup in my opinion. Game worn. It just doesn't get better than that. Champion right here. So yeah, those are my top pickups of the year. I really hope to get some more content out on this platform soon. But again, if you want to see more of what I got, check out my Instagram. It's at Pristine Paper. And again, I want to give these shout outs again. So shout out to at Perns Cards, at Big Knox Cards After Dark, at little_victories_sports_cards, at Cardboard Collector 21, and at Caleb M 2034. And at Wax Museum Podcast. So shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for the deals. Hope we can, just make more deals in the future, in the new year. And to all you guys watching, I hope you have a very happy new year.